What's up, Rush Bros? Welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. It is currently part 41. In the last episode, we killed a whole bunch of Thorms. I think it was like Malice Thorm. Forget the other two, but there was like a fat one and a greedy one. And we made it into Moonrise Towers where we met Ketheric Thorm. And of course, they had Minthara, and she's currently downstairs being interrogated. Now, of course, we do have a good bit to go around and do before we mess with the rest of Act 2 stuff, because we're actually getting close to finishing up Act 2, since it's really that small of an act. Now, first, we have this guy here.
If you have coin, then show it.
This fine person right here with this amazing mustache is the vendor, and I like how I can say, oh, you're asking for a beating. But yeah, he actually has a nice tone, in my opinion. Yeah, I like it. I actually like this guy. He's a gentleman. You know, he may seem like an asshole, but he's a kind asshole, you know? Ooh, but yeah, a lot of this stuff is definitely expensive. Look at that halberd. The Halberd of Vengeance is... It's actually, definitely has better average damage, I'd say. And it also has good reach, like, might be worth it. Yeah, I'd say that could definitely be worth it. Wonder where that extra damage would be coming from. Oh yeah, it is a +2 weapon, so that would increase its damage a good bit. Yeah, and of course it's got light crossbow, heavy crossbow, new armor, but I already have adamantium splint, which is an 18 AC, but still pretty damn good even. I don't think having a 19 AC plate armor would really be that much of a benefit. Definitely not worth losing critical immunity and straight up -2 to all attacks incoming, and big boy's chew toy. Who's a large fellow? That's... what the heck? That's cool. I guess I can give that to, Gale if I really wanted to. Oh, and he also has soul coins. Yeah, I don't want to use that with an infernal engine. I guess what we can do is, I guess, use some scrolls to ease the wears a bit, since we really don't use scrolls with this character. Honestly, I have no use for them, ever. Like, I'm not going to give them to Gale for having them learn spells, nor am I actually going to use them. Guess we can sell a bunch of this extra junk. We have a rat bat. Don't need that. I don't even know why I have it on me. The graceful cloth, Head of the Archfey, Head of Fire Acuity, Arcane Synergy. I mean, there's some of these items I just don't remember what I'm supposed to do with them, if I wanted to actually use them at one point. You know, a lot of this stuff I can just sell, and oh, I just sold the bell, but you know what? We already have the blessings, so I guess giving this bugbear the... oh god, she'll be mad at us if he rings that bell ever before we do what we have to do here. I guess we don't need myconid flesh lumps. Lump's Warhorn. I hope Lump is somewhere nice, you know. He's not dead, it's just he definitely should be somewhere nice. Guess keep the stuffed bear. Don't know what I want to do with that. We got a bunch of books I don't think we're going to use. Never going to need to detect thoughts. I mean, I guess I can trade around some of these magic items, see if any of my party members need them. Because, I mean, I could. Let's see here. Do I need any of these books? I mean, you know, we have plenty of gold now. I'm just going to rip the band-aid off. We're going to take the Halberd of Vengeance. And we're going to take this helmet here, because I think we can give this to someone. And let's see here, high spell casting, gain +1 bonus to spell save DC. Seldom caught unawares, you gain a +1 bonus to initiative rolls. That is pretty nice. It's not the best, but it is still pretty nice. I can definitely... Here, let me trade things around. So, I definitely want to have this item equipped. I guess we can give this Exterminator's Axe to Karlach. She would definitely make a good use out of that. Here, and I wonder if Gale can wear this thing. I mean, what is everyone wearing? So Will has no helmet. Astarion has no helmet. Gale has no helmet.
Despite everything.
You know what? Let me just hand out some stuff. Okay, so Gale's going to get this helmet. Can he wear it? It counts as clothing, so yes.
Have a lot on my
All right.
mind.
Now, who's going to get the fire acuity? Let's see here. Whenever you deal fire damage, you gain arcane acuity for 2 turns. Okay, and this one, certain movements. When you inflict a condition, gain arcane synergy for 2 rounds. I could definitely give this to... I guess give this to Will. Astarion's not going to do fire damage.
The absolute cause is more to her design. Your
I don't really have anyone to give the graceful cloth to. I guess I can give the hat and the graceful cloth to Karlach.
Sharp as ever.
You know, when I get around to her stuff. Alright, well, let's see here. Anything else I can trade out? Weapon attacks deal +2 at... Why do I not have this thing equipped at all times? That's just extra damage. You know, so, that probably would have made things a bit easier with a few encounters. All shape-shifting or disguises. Disguised. I can give that to Astarion. He might be able to disguise self at some point. When you deal acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage, using spell cantrip, that element infuses your weapon. Ooh. I mean... I guess give that to Will. No, Will actually has 2 rings equipped, so give this to Astarion. I guess we can have Astarion cast a few spells. Yeah, he has a whole bunch of... Hang on, I have a whole bunch of helmets I never equipped. Okay. Let's see here. Elemental Infusion, Shapeshifter's Boon, we could probably use those. Alright. Arcane Acuity, whenever you deal damage with a weapon attack, you gain Arcane Acuity for 2 turns, +1 dex saving throws. That is very nice. What's this? Dark Justiciar Helm. Yeah, I don't need that.
Lovely day, this.
Alright, well, seems like we got a nice assortment here.
Well, not as bad as it could have.
Alright, everyone's actually pretty well equipped. And you know what? Just to see, you know, I'm not going to fully risk it and really stress over it, but I want to see if it's possible just to get this guy in a tight spot. Like, if I just... Alright, and I just pulled it off. I managed to steal the gold from this guy. Here, so I'm going to immediately dash to get as far away from this guy as possible. Because I just managed to perfectly steal that gold. Basically, I did a speed ahead to basically see if I could steal the gold back, and I just successfully pulled that off. We got 3,000 more gold in our inventory. And I'm going to immediately do this, and then immediately cast invisibility. So that way this guy doesn't see me. Yep, he's worried. He noticed he's been duped. I managed to perfectly lure him all the way out there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit in here. I'm going to hide.
The Absolute calls us all to her design.
I'm not even sure if he's going to, he's probably going to come back and wonder exactly what happened. So in the meantime, I guess it would be nice to just lure Astarion to somewhere else where he can just hide away for a second. Because I don't want to have the bugbear come back and be like, hey, I've been thieved. Who stole from me? Yep, he's coming back in.
Time to rest.
Pray with me while we wait.
And of course, we just got these guys here.
Never learned the words.
Yes.
He hasn't figured it out
She
yet.
gives them to you fully formed.
Alright.
Can you hear her?
Alright, so I think we successfully picked this guy's
Many
pockets.
thoughts, one mind. You seek arms. I seek a warrior.
Alright, well, it looks like we successfully got him
I've got a long road
out
ahead.
there. Alright.
Keep your blade.
Of course, Astarion is over here.
Very quiet. Let's
Alright.
move.
Well, we just pulled that off. So that's a good place to start the episode. Hopefully that bugbear doesn't eventually come back and be like, hey, I've been thieved. You stole 3,000 of my well-earned gold. You know, I'm just mortally curious, because this is Ketheric Thorm's throne. And, I mean, I'm supposed to talk with Thorm and, or at least Zarl and stuff. If I just sit here,
From this seat, Ketheric defied gods and raised an army for the Absolute.
okay, no one seems to care.
It is not particularly comfortable.
Yeah, I guess the
Throne fit
bishops.
for a tyrant, but
Yeah.
most certainly not for you.
I guess the bishops and paladins saw me sitting there, were like, I do that all the time. I wouldn't blame them. Alright, well anyways, we're going to head up here, speak with Zarl.
General Thorm's prayers and preparations must not
Rel.
be disturbed. The rooftop is off limits to everyone.
Even you, disciples, Rel?
Everyone. Keep watch and ensure that nobody passes. Excellent timing, true soul. The goblins. Tell me how they suffered. No. Better yet, show me.
Her mind enters yours abruptly, flickering across your memories in a blaze of excitement. Tongues of psychic flame lap at the memory of the goblins dying by your hand.
I see you like to handle underlings physically. So do I.
Yeah, sounds like being your underling would be quite enjoyable.
For a while. But I get bored of people awfully quickly. Let's see if you can hold my interest.
She parts the folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes, tasting them. Every emotion soaks into her mind's palette. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith.
Oh shit, Strike Character with thoughts of your diligence, fruitful as hell. You know, just come on, come on. Anything, anything.
I've never lain with a Githyanki. It looks like this one nearly broke you in half. How invigorating. With the Absolute, your fantasies can become more real than flesh. The pleasures of the mind can surpass those of the body. I have already been blessed to stand in her presence. It was bliss. She gave me everything I wanted.
Oh, wow. Good for you. How do I get what I want?
By serving General Thorm. I have a mission for you.
That's it. Play along. The closer you can get to the General, the closer you'll be to the answers you seek.
Alright, I live to serve. What do I need to do?
There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most trusted advisor, disciple Balthazar, to retrieve it. The relic is beneath the Thorm family mausoleum. That is where you will find Balthazar. But we have lost contact with him. Go there, aid Balthazar if you can, and bring the relic home.
Alright, understood. I'm ready to head out.
The shadows around the mausoleum are deep and hungry. You'll need a moon lantern to survive them. Take one from Balthazar's chambers. But don't pry. The last person who snooped into his secrets lost their head. I believe he uses it as a chamber pot.
Oh, I see. You know, it's funny. Gloric here, on my first playthrough, I asked Sorel to show me her power, and she just straight up Thanos snaps Gloric if you do that. So I managed to actually spare an ogre. So yeah, thank goodness she's up. She's alive and stuff. Now, I do want to explore around a bit, because there is a bit more you can do here in Moonrise before I make my great escape with all the prisoners, because we do have to make a prison break here. We are here on more than one mission, and what's this person's dealio?
Araj O'Blodra, trader in blood and the sanguineous arts. It is a pleasure to stand before a true soul, and your pale companion. I'd like to offer my services, if you're willing.
What kind of, what does a trader in blood do exactly?
I trade in blood, and the potions that can be wrung from it. I'm more than happy to make you one, if you'd honor me with your blood. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself.
Okay, and what kind of potion is this exactly?
No idea, but it will be unique to you. Your blood essence and the Absolute's blessing intertwined. We can learn exactly what that means together,
Well, that sounds interesting. I suppose we could do it.
Just a little prick and it's all over. Close your eyes. There we are. All of your very best traits in a bottle. Use it well. Although perhaps there's one more thing we could discuss. Your friend. He's a vampire, no? Or one of their spawn, at least.
Oh, don't worry. We're all friends under the Absolute. I won't bite.
Oh, I'd prefer if you did. I assume he belongs to you?
Belongs? We travel together. He does. He's his own person. I'm very offended.
I'm sure he really believes that. How utterly adorable. Do you have a name, Spawn?
Astarion, but hold on.
Good. Now, Astarion. I've dreamt of being bitten by a vampire since I was a young girl.
I'm sorry. You want to be bitten?
To feel your life's blood slipping away. To dance on the edge between life and death. Yes, I want it. I'll even compensate you. A potion of legendary power that forever increases the strength of the one who consumes it. It's not for sale, but it's yours if you bite me.
I will have to decline.
Excuse me? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you're squandering it.
I gave you my answer.
Can't you talk some sense into your obstinate charge?
He said no. There's nothing more to discuss.
How very disappointing.
Alright. Oh yeah, and elixir of... Hang on. So this is the unique potion we just got. Elixir of Dragonborn Prowess Frost. You have advantage on intimidation and persuasion checks, resistance to cold damage, and can use Ice Storm once until your next long rest. Ooh. Okay, well we can, Here, I'm gonna give this to Astarion. Yeah. Because I feel like he could definitely... Yeah, I just realized I just gave him a bit of my... Even though he just refused. Well, you know, he has it. If he wants to choose to use it for battle, so be it. You know, he bites who he wants to bite, and I guess that's the first time I'm giving him my blood. But hey, you know what? I have standards. I wouldn't allow him to bite me to drain my blood directly, so this is a bit more reasonable. You know, medically extracted blood rather than barbarically extracted blood, you know? And so, there's some logic behind it. Alright, and what the hell did I just walk in on? Mucus.
Something slimy seems to be dripping from the rafters above.
Ugh. Disgusting. Oh, what's this all about?
A moment, true soul. You use a spoon to stir the soup, Barnabas. Forget the axe, my darling. Now, how can I help you?
Barnabas?
I've shown Barnabas a kinder way. A kinder name is only fitting. That is the gift the Absolute gave me when I stood before her. To rewrite the lives of her faithful. Make them believe there's something better.
Well, that sounds... I mean... Wait a minute. You mean you're enslaving people?
Their will has always been hers to command. I am simply putting it back where it belongs. Behold. Barnabas, sweetie, come show what a good boy you are. What would you like him to do?
How about a dance?
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Barnabas?
You feel her will surge outwards and envelop the creature, inexorable as the tide.
Oh my god, this is horrible. Sweet Behemoth's breath.
No, Barnabas! We talked about this.
Okay, I need to cure this. Please. I think I got it. There we go. This thing's tricky.
Like rope drawn taut beneath the blade, the connection simply snaps.
No. Barnabas. Darling. No!
Another parasite.
All trace of restraint is gone. Barnabas has tasted blood, and wants more. As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Easy. I freed you. I'm your friend. Ooh, I can... I don't want to have that, though. You know what? Screw it. Starian's going to give me the potion. So I can... Oh, God. I'm going to have to re-roll. Alright. Please say I have 1 inspiration. I don't want to waste my 1 use of my own potion. Alright, well that's a good roll, I guess. Holy shit, it talks! Well, we just befriended a bunch of gnolls. Here, I'm going to have Starian just sneakily step over here and yoink the parasite. Just right quick.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Alright, well that was interesting. I guess the Starian gave us back our potion so we could drink it. I guess that was his response to us giving him my blood potion. I really don't want to try and talk to these gnolls again and risk anything, you know? Like, they said thank you for freeing them and allowing them to not be enslaved anymore. Yeah. Because I may be a paladin who would want to kill such vile beings like goblins and gnolls, but even they don't deserve to be enslaved, you know? Even though I'm probably going to come back here and probably going to slaughter everyone here, I gotta at least give them a chance. Alright, now, I know there's a whole bunch of other rooms I can check. Hello, Mig.
Hush! Meat sounds above. Here.
I'm listening.
For a moment, you do hear it. Flesh sliding on stone, like a living being extending through the walls.
Wow. Something in the walls. What is it?
Big! In walls above. Maybe. Whole tower. Loudest near kitchen. But Mig banned. Not allowed to pet gnolls.
Oh, I got some news for you.
You find meat? You share.
You know, I do have a bit of a kindness for ogres. They may not be the kindest individuals on average, but I was good friends with Lump. Alright, and that's the dungeon there. We're going to go there last. I do want to check the rest of the Moonrise Towers and actually make sure I knock out everything, because I haven't even checked out Balthazar's quarters yet, and you know, I would like to check his place out. They said there's another moon lantern there, so maybe another fairy to free. Wouldn't that be great? Alright. Oh. Of course, Rella's here. Alright. Balthazar's room. Let's not snoop for too long. Alright. Said they got another moon lantern around here. Oh, Balthazar's apprentice. There's a corpse.
That's curious.
Heart. Ugh. Alright, let's load back before we pulled that lever and activated that trap. Because that is very dumb of me. I was told not to snoop, but it's like grab the moon lantern from Balthazar's room. Go into Balthazar's room and it's an absolute mess and you can't see a moon lantern anywhere. Also want to see that zombie dog because I know you can talk to him and actually befriend him. Alright. So let's actually explore around, make sure. Check the area.
What's that?
Lever. Oh, I can see outside. Alright, Balthazar's notes. Moon lantern, I see it right there. The question is, does it have a fairy in it? Got this heavy chest here. Ooh, telescope.
I spy with my little eye. Nothing of note, really.
Okay, that's adorable. Globiate Gambit. Great Githyanki disc. Bunch of entrails, yada yada. Corpse hanging out here. Not really much of note in this room. I really wouldn't want to actually touch something and get torn to shreds. Ooh, I could check this room out. Well, it's less of a room and more of an outside area. And hello, Aculate
Hey,
Dane.
Trousseau. What's the word? Armies gathered outside. The general giving us marching orders.
The Absolute's plan will unfold in good time. Have faith.
I have got faith, Trousseau. Course I do. I just got sores from all the sitting around, too.
Yeah, may as well lie to them, keep up the facade. Alright, so this is where Zarel would be for as long as possible, I guess.
Best keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah, so we can't go through there. Alright, so here's the main floor again. Not really much around here. And not really much else to explore, would seem. Wait, what does this say? Find where the tieflings are being held in Moonrise. You know, we also do have that other quest. Shouldn't we be finding like some Bay boy? Here, let's ask this person.
Good luck, Trousseau.
Okay, he has nothing to say. He just said good luck. Alright, well, we're 54 minutes in. We've explored Moonrise, the upper section. We've socialized, and I guess in the next episode we can do a bit of a prison break with everything in the basement, because we don't really have much of anything else to do out here in the surface. I mean, shoot. Got this moon lantern here. If I can't use it, I can examine it. I can't use it like, the other thing. Hang on, if I equip it right quick, can I use Moon Lantern like the other? Oh, I can cast Ice Storm. Because I drink that potion. Yeah, I can't really do much. Alright, well, in the next episode, we're going to hit the basement, go in the dungeon, do a prison break, and we're going to get out of Moonrise Tower with a great escape. But that's all going to be in the next episode. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. This has been your bro Frost for nothing. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Later!